Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for the snowy Monday, November 26th. And if we put this into motion, you can see the video of the snow this morning. This was about 4:45 a.m. here at Ransom Road, and you can see the snow beginning to come down. Also, you can see down along this area where it actually is drifting. And again, many schools already closed here in Gratiot County and throughout much of south central lower Michigan into central Michigan. And again, our big headlines are this wind-driven snow. I think probably about 2 to 3, maybe 4 more inches of snow across much of the Saginaw Valley and into south central lower Michigan before it tapers off to some snow showers, and then there'll be lake effect closer to the lake as we go through the next couple of days, but not so much in inland areas. And again, this storm coming up for this upcoming weekend looks like we may be on the warm side, and we could be looking at a third, a half, or 2/3 of an inch of rainfall with temperatures maybe in the 40s. So this snow that falls today is definitely going to hang around for the rest of the week, but it may melt as we get into next weekend with that next system. Our normal high is 44, the normal low is 28, and you can see back on this date in 1895, we not only had a record precipitation day, 1.2 inches of rainfall, but that translated into 7 inches of snow. So either a lot of snow that turned to rain or rain that turned to snow, but a pretty nasty day just a couple of years ago. As far as yesterday, we had a high of 42.9, a low of 33.3, so we stayed above freezing. And then 17/100ths of an inch of rainfall so far actually for the storm, much of it coming after midnight. And again, as far as snowfall, 1.5 inches, that was at 5 o'clock this morning, and we've added to that total since then. And that now takes us up to 8.1 inches of snow. And again, we'll remeasure these when the storm's done. But already we're at 272% of the normal snowfall for the month of November. So November has been a very snowy month, and it's also been a pretty cold month. 3.5 degrees per day below normal so far for the month. Sunrise this morning at 7:45. It'll set tonight at 5:06. And if we look at the map out there this morning, you can see the winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings across much of the areas. This very heavy, wet, wind-driven snow, again, causing all kinds of problems. It's very hard to drive in. Temperatures in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees. The warm spot down in southeast lower Michigan at Blissfield at 37 degrees, well above freezing, and that's sort of the area where you see the rainfall. And again, the heaviest snows are going to be from around the Clarksville or towards Lansing, Henderson, up towards the Saginaw Valley and Thumb area. And again, some areas will end up around 8 or 9 inches of snow. And we'll check out some of the snowfall reports and show those tomorrow. As far as the radar this morning, you can see the more intense snowfall across the areas of like Ionia and Clinton County, again down towards Lansing and over towards Flint, and even up into portions of southern Saginaw County, Gratiot County, again especially the southern portions, definitely more than the northern portions of the area. And again, many schools are closed this morning. You can see the vigorous low pressure system coming from Indianapolis, heading right up towards Toledo, and you can see some of the colder cloud tops develop here late in the frame. And again, that's going to continue to throw this snow and moisture back to the northwest in the deformation zone. And again, several more inches of snow likely across much of the Saginaw Valley and the Thumb area here over the next 3 or 4 hours before we finally see from northwest to southeast that snow will begin to taper off. Again, by probably around the noontime area in the western areas and mid-afternoon as you get towards the far eastern areas. As far as the weather map this morning, you can see that low pressure system heading towards the Toledo area. And again, that puts much of central and south central lower Michigan in a pretty good area of snowfall. Again, see the depiction of 4 or more inches still for the Saginaw Valley into the Thumb area yet this morning. And if we look at the precipitation over the next 7 days, again, about 1/4 to maybe 1/3 of an inch of precipitation, all in the form of snow. So it will be for this morning, and then the rest of this will be mainly for a storm coming up as we get into either late Friday or more likely over the weekend into Saturday and Sunday. We could see again a pretty mild system as it looks like it would track off to our west, giving us mainly rainfall. But again, that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. It could certainly shift and we could be in for more cold and snow. But the best bet right now is that system would be a rainy system. As far as the snowfall forecasted from the overnight runs, again, I think this is a little bit high in the northern areas, as definitely the heaviest axis of the snow has shifted south a little bit. Again, Lansing to Flint looks like you guys are going to end up with some of the higher snowfall totals back towards Grand Haven, Kalamazoo, Portage, in that area. Again, a lot of snow in there. But again, pretty snowy morning for much of the area. As far as the extended outlook, you can see that warm up coming up for the next weekend into the following week and wet. But then we'll see another push of cold air. Looks like it's going to settle in as we get towards the middle and end of the week 2 and into week 3 and also above normal. So don't worry, the cold and snow is going to be coming back after a brief warm up again late this weekend into the following week. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.